Hey guys, thanks for joining. Let's just wait a bit for Anthony and Croissant and the other guys.
Hey guys, how are you all doing?
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey man, how are you?
Good. Just finished work, so I'm ready for work.
Nice.
Let's wait a bit more until we have some more people, and then we can start. We have so much to talk about the Reloaded plans, and yeah, very exciting stuff. I think we can start. The AMA will be anyways recorded, so anyone who wants to watch it and see the information, he will be able to. So yeah, welcome everyone to the AMA.
Yeah guys, so basically we're gonna just briefly go around what I've been doing and what are our plans, how we're gonna go and relaunch and all the other cool stuff we're working on.
Like the economy system and new game modes, in-game token, and stuff like that. Also, we're gonna talk about the snapshots and how the migration process is going to look like. So it's gonna be interesting for everyone who is a loyal CoinRacer holder.
So we're getting started.
Yeah. What do you want to go ahead and
Let
go
me
to the presentation as well?
share my screen then. Please let me know when you can see the screen.
You can share your screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so the past 1 month and a half, we've been working on redoing, rebranding, and redoing the whole concept of the game. The main idea is the same. You race to earn, basically. So we will go very shortly through an introduction, the relaunch process, the new mechanics, and the roadmaps for various phases of the project. Also, a squad assembly, so you know how many people are involved in CoinRacer at this moment, and also a top-level Gantt chart, so you have an idea of when things will be delivered. So let's get started. So the main focus for this year is the token relaunch with a sustainable tokenomics model, new game mechanics and features which will be overhauled in order to create a true gaming experience for our players, and of course a new and self-sustainable economic model. Basically, holders, like Mark said, market research, the loyal holders of CoinRacer will be rewarded during the relaunch process. I will explain that shortly. You will also enjoy a new game that will bring together the whole idea of racing and also part of esports. We are aiming to fuse the esports community and the crypto community. And also we will prove that play to earn as a concept is doable and sustainable, which was the main goal of the CoinRacer team from the beginning. Now let's go through the relaunch process. So we kind of reviewed what was done in the past. We identified where there were mistakes made, and where there were good stuff implemented, and basically we learned from that, and now we are confident we can deliver a very good project. So first, we identified an issue. The token was pegged to BNB, which is not okay since BNB is not stable in itself, and thus affects us very, very badly. And basically, our proposal is to peg it to BUSD. Now, this is still under discussion in our internal team. The decision is not final, but the balance is towards BUSD as the peg on the Binance chain. Then another issue was the focus mainly on the chart. And basically this didn't attract as many players as we wanted. It attracted investors, which is good, but we need to strike a balance between the two components of the community. And now we will aim at balancing out the community. So we will have our investors, but we will also aim to bring players, active players that will play the game and thus make the game sustainable. Another issue was the fact that the game currency was the token itself. We need to have an extra layer which provides very good security, financial security for the whole project, so the game economy doesn't implode on itself. Of course, the game logic and also the game economy was very reliant on the blockchain. We are going to shift from that. We had some set in stone mechanics which didn't allow us to scale up or down. We just kind of repeated the same thing all over again. And now we aim to improve that, so all the new mechanics will improve, will be the foundation for a higher scalability of the game and also flexibility. For example, we can add any type of race mode that we want based on the mechanics that we have. Also, overuse of the NFTs with no real in-game utility. So the NFTs, while they were used in game, they weren't actually consumed in game, if I make myself clear with this. The economic model in itself, while it had a good foundation, since we focused on mainly the chart, we didn't focus on the in-game economy, and this kind of messed up the whole thing. We had some unrealistic growth goals, and of course the objectives that followed and the milestones for the planning was also affected. So now we, as you will see in following slides, we have very precise goals. We know what we want to do, when we want to do it, and it doesn't matter if the market goes red or green or whatever. The idea is we will be stable. And of course, a lack of project management and team organization. We are kind of chaotic. We try to satisfy everybody in the community, and we kind of focused on that rather than focus on what we were supposed to do. So that's my role here. I'm going to be a little bit hated by the community, but that's what the project manager does. So if you have issues, you can come and tell me. In order to counter these threats, we took a step back, like I'm saying here, and we identified the missing roles in the team. We also acquired those resources. So now at this point we have a full squad. We also identified the flaws, and we are now mitigating them to new mechanics and so on and so forth. We improved and optimized our overall workflow efficiency. We also kind of rethought the whole game plan, right? So the whole project plan, because we were kind of, we must admit, we panicked a little when the market was down, and that made us a little bit unsure about ourselves. But right now we are okay. As you can see, we planned, we did, and we also worked on great new mechanics. Also, the business strategy was affected by this, but now, again, we are very focused on what we need to do. We also aimed to increase scalability and flexibility, decrease the reliance on constant artificial growth spikes, adapt our game development strategy to the new project plan, which was already done, as you'll see, and improve the game economic model based on our game development strategy, which will in turn will shift from reliance on blockchain code logic to reliance on actually game code logic. Now, for the relaunch process, this is how the new supply will be split. As we promised, the supply will be, the total supply will be 100 million, right? But being split in a different way, basically, even if you don't, let's say, have one-to-one swap, you will still have the same amount of the circulating supply. So that's what I will explain that in the following slide. The idea is we will have a seed phase. I will explain how that works very soon. We will have some vested migration tokens and also unvested migration tokens. So if you're a holder right now, a part of your tokens will be vested, but another part you can do whatever you wish with it. It will be migrated as it is. We also allocated a 10% to the game pool, which is very, very important. Basically, this will allow us a cushion in case, let's say, we have another market gone red moment like it did in the past 2 months. And also, we can provide constant prices without being affected, right? So we have this reserve of tokens, which we can offer as price. Okay, we will also have a public pre-sale. We will have a team wallet, which will be vested for 3 months, a total of 5% of the total supply, and also the liquidity itself. In the case, because we already did the snapshots, in the case that not all tokens from V1 will be migrated to V2, then these will be added to the V2 liquidity. Okay, so moving on. Any questions until here? Going once, going twice. Okay. Now, the relaunch process in itself is quite simple, right? So for current V1 token holders, we will have a V1 token holder snapshot. We already did that. It doesn't matter if you have your tokens staked or not. They were already taken in consideration. You will be able to swap V1 tokens for V2 tokens. The swap rate for the diamond hand holders is one V1 token for 0.75 V2 token. In reality, this means you keep the same percentage of the circulating supply, right? So you don't, you will actually be on a plus, on profit. Then we will airdrop the V2 tokens, and then we will launch. In parallel, we also have a seed phase. We will use the V1 token for the seed phase. Basically, if you buy right now, since the snapshot was already taken, you can still swap V1 tokens for V2 tokens, but at another swap rate. Again, our loyal holders are having a huge benefit here. So you will be able to swap only for 0.55 V2 tokens. Airdrop the V2 tokens and also the launch. Okay? So these go in parallel as of now. So you can start buying the V1 token. You will swap it in the DApp. We will launch a new page in the following week, and you will be able to swap. If your wallet was listed in the snapshot, then you'll be able to swap the exact amount you had at the moment of the snapshot for the V2 token. Any questions?
I don't think there's going to be any.
I can't really hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any questions at this stage because we muted the chat and I told them that we will open it after you finish so they can ask all the questions.
Okay. Then I'll stop asking for questions. Okay. Next, the new game mechanics. We are very excited about this. So basically we added a couple of new stuff. The main mechanics will be car damage. So basically if somebody hits you or you hit another car, you will take damage, and that car will also take damage. If you hit a wall, again you will take damage. We will explain in detail how the damage works as we develop it. Also, you will have consumables like gas, like tires and engine oil, right? You need to constantly refuel, you need to change your tires after a couple of races and so on and so forth. We also have an in-game virtual currency, right? So basically you will play the game, you will earn the in-game currency and you can swap them for the V2 token. We will also implement an achievements system which will allow you to unlock certain upgrades for your car. Then we will have a seasonal championship. This will be unveiled a little bit later since we have our data science guy working on the economic model and I need some confirmation from him before I release the whole mechanism on this. But what I can say is that you will be able to create your own racing team together with your friends. It will be up to 6 players that will form a team. Each team member will give some bonuses based on how much token he will stake, and you will be able to race in the Coin Racer Championship, which will be a seasonal championship. It will have a Formula 1 style racing type, so you will have practice, qualifications, and then the race, and this will be done in 12 races, which will span over a certain period of time. We're still doing some maths here, but probably 3 to 4 months per championship, something like that. And at the end of the championship, of course, the winners will get a big prize. Then you will also have car performance upgrades and car visual upgrades, right? So if any of you guys played, let's say, Need for Speed Underground or Underground 2, you can upgrade your car or your engine to have better performance, better speed. Also some maneuverability like brakes, or, I don't know, exhaust and so on and so forth. And also buy some visual upgrades. I don't know, maybe you want a spoiler kit on your car or some cool neon lights under it. And also the last thing is Coin Racer World. There is a new trend with the meta. Everybody's doing the meta, but from our perspective, Coin Racer is perfect for this kind of concept since we want to create an open world racing game, right? So you can just drive around the world and explore it, or you can go and race on it. Again, this was done previously by other big racing games. Like I said, Need for Speed Underground. You needed to, Underground 2, you needed to explore the world and go to a racing spot and so on and so forth. So it will be pretty easy to implement, but again, we will do it in a Coin Racer way. So you have that touch specific. Also, we created, based on these mechanics, we created some racing modes. A few examples below. We have a destruction derby, so basically it will be a free-for-all, last man standing. Everybody will need to mess up the other player's car, right? And if you are the last one that has the functional car, then you win. We will have a junkyard racing mode. This is in partnership with the upcoming game Junk Demon. The idea is you will race against the Demon Racer, and you can see it as a ride boss. You will have to smash its car. It will be a weekly event. And if you are able, together with the other players, if you are able to destroy the car, the demon's car, then you will receive in-game currency and lots of it. So this is basically the easiest way to farm tokens. Also, rally racing mode. Basically, you won't be racing against other cars on the track. You will need to do a sprint from point A to point B, and whoever does the sprint fastest is the winner. And also football match, because we all love fathers. We will have, I don't know if you guys played Rocket League. It's basically the same, but we will have a ball with the head of a father. So there you go. Nobody likes fathers. Okay, so let's dive in a little bit in the planning, phase one. Okay, so phase one is focused on the token relaunch. We did some rebranding. As you saw, we redid the app entirely, thanks to big ups to our development team. We still have some reskinning to do, but that will be done progressively. We will also update the website, right? And we also have a new brand book that will be shared with the community. If you guys want to, I don't know, contribute to memes or your own artwork, banners and stuff like that, more than welcome. Okay, but from our perspective, the rebranding is done 90%. We have a top level strategy that we drilled down on, and that's done also. We did the squad assembly, also checked. Basically, goal 1 is done. Goal 2, game overhaul, game UX UI update. This is in progress. Top level mechanics and feature, like I already showed you, these are done. Update the economic model. This is in progress. Right? Okay. Then we do the relaunch planning, which again we kind of started this part of phase one. We will do some relaunch marketing and a new approach. And also we are implementing the new mechanics. So that includes the swap page in the app and also the new mechanics in the game. Our aim is to launch the game at the same time with the new token, or at least the beta version of the game. So our old investors or loyal investors will have beta tester privileges, and they can also help us test the game. And then basically the token relaunch, game beta relaunch new features, as I was saying, and also the token itself, which means we will have a part of pre-sale, which will be completed, the new game mechanics development stage 1 completed, and the pre-launch marketing campaign completed. So this is phase 1. Moving on to phase 2, this is focused on the game mechanics and the game system. Basically, like I said in the previous slide, we are focusing on implementing before the relaunch, the actual relaunch of the token, to implement the new mechanics. So we have a new product that will bring more and more players. Okay, then moving on to phase 3. This is after we do the relaunch, and will be our main focus for the Q3, Q4 of 2022. We will launch a mobile version of the game. And we will do this in order to bring another type of community and merge it with the existing community, the crypto community. We want to bring the gaming community, right? So a a lot of players are mobile player games. This is an arcade indie racing game, and it will, from our perspective, it will fit perfectly with mobile gamers. Yeah, again, we will need help, if you wish, you can, from our diamond-handed community to beta test the game and maybe give us some feedback. We'll find some glitches or even have a suggestion, who knows. But the main idea is to finish all this and make it work on Android and iOS devices. And then, last but there's another one, phase 4. We have the Solo Career and Coin Racer Championship. So we want to implement a single player mode. We will have a tutorial, which will be single player, that will be an onboarding process for new players. But we also want to create a single player campaign in which new players can earn a little bit of tokens to get started in a game. Right? So they have, I don't know, let's say 100 into tokens, and with those they can, I don't know, buy their first car and do some upgrades and stuff like that. But this is still work in progress. We haven't defined the flow. And of course the Coin Racer Championship that I already described. Okay. And phase 5 is Coin Racer World. So basically, after we have all these mechanics, we will create a Coin Racer World where players will be free roaming around a map and I don't know, buying stuff, buying properties, I don't know, building racetracks, creating events, creating race modes if they want to. We want to make a very flexible environment for players to have fun. Okay. Now for the squad assembly. So at this moment we have a project manager, yours truly. We have a product manager and game designer. We have a game economist, a dev lead, marketing manager and community manager. This is the strategy squad, so the big brain. And then we have the creative squads, where we'll have, besides the project manager, we have a senior graphics designer, a 3D modeler, content creator, and 3D designer and animator. And the grunts of the whole project, the development squad, which have a dev lead, Unity developer, 3 full stack developer, Solidity developer 2. So all these people are working at this project right now. I think you can appreciate the scale of the project. Okay, and last but not least, our top level grant, right? So we have phase 1, which started in May, and we took a 2-month cushion because of the market, basically. So we want to relaunch. We can relaunch in late July, but if the market is still on the red and it's going down, we should postpone until August or September. This is still under discussion internally, but at the end of the day, I think the community will also have a big say in this. Anyway, our aim is to have phase 1 ready by July. The end of July, early August. Okay, phase 2, which is the game mechanics development, the same. We have the same goal to finish it by July, but again, we took 2 months cushion since we need to be very careful about these new mechanics, since they are the foundation of the new game, and we don't want to mess them up because later on they will haunt us whenever we want to do, let's say, implement a new racing or stuff like that, right? Then we have phase 3, which is the mobile component, which starts in August and should be finished by December. So from our perspective, Christmas will come with the new mobile Coin Racer game. Okay. Then we have phase 4, which is will be the first Coin Racer Championship, basically. And then we will, after we can easily launch a Coin Racer Championship, then we will focus on Coin Racer World. Thank you. So now let's go to the questions. Please don't kill me.
Thank you, Lon.
For the
Yeah,
questions,
we
guys,
can.
you can ask your questions here in voice chat. Whoever has a question can raise his hand, or I will open chat right now. You can type your question there.
Yeah, let's open the chat, I think. Yeah, as you can see, guys, we're really focusing on the game mechanics and the whole part of gaming, not the old part. So
Sorry?
yeah, I'm just overgoing the presentation. So the main focus is the game, obviously, to make it fun, and the sustainable crypto model, the return model, is just a layer on top of the fun game. So that's where we're headed, and I think that's where all play-to-earn projects will eventually go.
Okay, guys, so no questions?
Let's give it a second. Let's see if anyone has questions. If not, we can go through the questions that we had from community members that weren't able to join now.
For sure. Okay, let's go through the questions from the community members. Oh, okay.
Good job, but everything is there. Good job.
Okay.
Who is going to stream the wheel, by the way?
Well, I'm on mobile hotspot, so I don't think I should.
We actually got one question of you. So, how the new relaunch will impact V1 and V2 NFTs, and also the staking system? Yeah, it's a great question, Luke.
Yeah, it's a very good question. So, yeah, you want to take this one?
Yeah, I can just tell that NFTs won't be impacted, but the staking will obviously move to new token. So yeah, if you want to swap your tokens anyways, you need to unstake them first. So we're gonna be closing V1 staking as soon as we launch V2.
And for the people that didn't that stayed for, let's say, 6 months or 12 months, of course, we'll make sure that you get your tokens. You'll be able to access them. Okay.
Don't worry about the NFTs. V1 and V2 are still gonna be there.
Yeah, you will still need, so the NFT system will work as it worked until now. In order to play, you will need to mint a new card, right? So you won't be able to play if you don't mint a card. And you can upgrade your cards, your NFTs. The more you have, the more options you will have. The cards themselves will receive some specific buffs. So, for example, you will have cards which will do better in, let's say, Destruction Derby modes versus cards that will do better in straight out racing modes. Where do we see the project within the next years? Well, I'm gonna share this because it's our wet dream. We want to have the game listed on Steam. So that's where we will see the project in the next 2 years.
Obviously leading the play turn, racing space, indie racing space overall.
Yeah.
Mobile and on PC.
Best, I'm gonna give you bad news. The chip race won't be implemented in V2. You will have other ways of actually earning.
Yeah, chip race will be removed. One reason is that it's not really sustainable, and just increasing, circulating supply and giving out just 3 tokens for doing nothing is not really fun as well, right? It's not like really play turn, just NFT staking with extra steps, basically.
On the other hand, you will have many other ways that you can earn.
Chip race won't be included. But yeah, as Lot said, we will have so much other ways on how to actually earn in CoinRacer. So we won't be needing some kind of flip turn system as many play to earn games implement, because the system is not sustainable, and a lot of games that do this, they eventually die out.
Yeah, so the idea is to explain our approach and the economic system. Most of the earnings will be provided in pools by the player themselves. We will also have our game pool that will provide a certain percentage, but most of the earnings will be provided by the players themselves, right? So if you want to race, let's say, I will give you an example. It was standard coin race. We will have up to 8 players in a race, which is another improvement that we will do. And basically, each player, in order to enter the race, they will have to stake some in-game currency, right? They will bet. And after they will do that, they race, and the winner takes the most percentage of the race fee pot, the second place a smaller percentage, and the third place the smallest percentage, right? So this is a self-sustainable model. We will also add a little bit, but the idea from our gaming pool, but the idea is this will provide longevity. Also, we will have racing modes in which if you don't win, you don't win, even if you come second, right? So the split will be done between the player that wins and the game pool, so that it will be refilled. So the idea is to have mechanics that allow the game pool to be refilled, not constantly drained, and balance it out, right? Okay, let's see question 2. Yes, so for question 2, the current holders can buy V1 tokens and they can swap them, but there won't be any one-to-one swap, right? I think I said very clearly it will be 1 to 0.75. In reality, you will have the same percentage of the token supply, of the circulating token supply, the available token supply, but you will have a smaller amount, basically, right? Because you will change 1 for 0.75. And that is only what you held at the snapshot. If you buy afterwards, then that you can exchange at 0.55. Okay? But to answer your question, yes, you can continue buying V1.
Just one point that we should make clear for the members is we are not going to airdrop the V2 tokens. What you guys have to do is like you will buy the V2 tokens using the V1 token. So anyone that buys before the relaunch and then sell, and they expect to get the V2 tokens, they will not get them because they will need the V1 tokens to get the V2 tokens.
Yeah, so just to make it clear, you will need to go into that. So let's say you will buy 1 million V1 tokens, right? You buy those, you go to the DApp, you go to the swap page for the launch, you will see it will be the first, and you will swap your V1 tokens for V2 tokens, right? That's what you're gonna do. Okay, what would be the requirement to qualify for this 1 to 0.75 exchange? So that is to have tokens when the snapshot was taken, right? So if you buy now, for example, and didn't have tokens 1 week ago, 1 week and a half ago, if I'm correct, then you won't qualify for the 0.75. You will qualify only for the 0.55. Okay. Will there be a new staking system for NFTs? No. The NFTs will be used to upgrade your car, basically, and to own a car. That will be the proof of ownership.
But owning multiple cars is still a benefit, as you can customize the cars and obviously sell them at a higher price as they are now. So
Yeah, but from a gaming perspective, if you own more cars, like I said, cars will have various attributes. So you will have cars that will do better in destruction derby mode or in junkyard race versus cars that will do better on, let's say, rally, and cars that will do better on standard coin racer racing, lap race, right? So the idea is to own as many cars, upgrade them, and use them accordingly to the track you want to race on, or the racing type you want to do, right? Okay. Do you consider future airdrops for those who hold NFT in their wallets? What do you mean? What kind of airdrops are you referring to? Okay, so I will go to the next one. Well, right now we are still exploring the mechanics for the mobile components, right? So from this point of view, I can't really give you an answer, but I think the tilting of the mobile, so basically the gyroscope inside the mobile, will help with controlling the car. But still, I don't know. I need to discuss this at length with Hamza and the development team. We are currently working on finding the best way to integrate with Android and iOS, especially iOS, which by default they're special themselves. So yeah, first we need to integrate, then we need to think of how you control the control mechanism in the game. But as soon as we have that sorted out, of course, we will let you know.
Yeah, we can definitely use this kind of controller once we have, sorted out a few things for the game mechanics first.
Yeah. Okay. Will the leveling system coincide with the upgrade system, or will it be leveling according to physical upgrades? So, leveling, it won't be like in an RPG game, right? Leveling will be based on your skills, because it's a skill-based game, and also on the upgrade. So you can upgrade your car. You will also have some races which will be endurance races, and you will need to have a pit stop strategy, right? When you stop for fuel, for tires, for engine oil. and stuff like that. But basically all you will upgrade will be car components and visuals, of course. The relaunch date, we aim for late July, early August, but we also took in consideration the market being in red until September, which would be at the latest when we will launch.
Right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you. You?
Very well. Sorry, I've just got in here. I'm sure like this has been like clarified, but I'm missing the most of it. If you don't mind asking, so what's happening here? So, like, I do have some of the tokens staked. Are you guys relaunching the token? Are you guys making new contracts? Could you like just give me like a fill me in what's happening with the old contract? If it's gonna have a new contract?
So, like I said earlier, and please, you will have the whole recording, so you can review this. I also had some presentation slides there, and that will be also shared with the community. Long story short, yes, we will launch a new contract. If you have your tokens staked, you should unstake them, right? If you have them staked for 6 months or more, please let us know and we will help you unstake. And you will swap your V1 tokens for the V2 tokens. So
that swap's going to be 1-to-1?
No, that's going to be 1 to 0.75 if you qualify for the snapshot.
And the snapshot has been taken already?
Yes.
Okay, so the snapshot, when was the snapshot taken, by the way?
Like I said, Mark Dave, please correct me if I'm wrong, I believe 1 week and a half or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
That was when the snapshot was taken?
2 weeks ago, man.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. The thing is, I just bought like some tokens. This was like before you made any announcement. It was just like early this week when just before the token hit to 300k. The market cap was 300k. So I assumed then I won't be in. I wouldn't be in that snapshot.
You won't be here, and we won't qualify for the 1 to 0.75, but you can swap them using the 0.55 swap rate.
So essentially, what he means is that the snapshot was taken to identify who all of our really long-term diamond hand holders are, who have been here for a long time. But all of our new investors, like yourself, Alan, we are so excited to have you here as well. But what that actually ends up making you qualified for is the seed round. So you're still going to get the benefit of the swap. We're not going to, we wanted to make sure that there was a benefit for anyone who bought, but it just means that you're going into the seed round phase, qualification, which puts you at the 0.5 swap rate. So not quite as
half of my tokens.
I'm sorry?
So I won't get only half of my tokens.
It's about the value though. So the 0.75% at launch will be a higher value. And so will the 0.5% at launch will be a higher value than the current token value. So your value will increase, but the technical, the token amount, technically, whatever, would be different.
All right, so my token's been sticking and it's been there like for, I won't be able to unlink it. So that I have what? To ask one of you guys to open the box?
Sure. We can help you on stake. And again, you are basically, even if you don't qualify for the 0.75, you still qualify for the 0.55. And this is the seed phase.
Okay, fine. If I agree with that and I just leave it there, it's taken, and I'll get my 20%. that was monthly. That's
If you
still
stake for one, if you stake for 1 month, right? So you get 20%. Then, yeah, I think we can help you with that. But again, we recommend everybody to unstake. If I remember correctly, we announced 3 weeks ago, or even 1 month ago, for everybody to unstake.
Oh yeah, I missed that one.
If you missed it, that's no problem. We can help you unstake. But again, the idea is we are in the process of relaunching. So let me be very, very clear. If anybody stakes starting from this point, it's on them. Please do not stake. We will stress this 2 more or 3 more days. We will spam it on our channel. And if anybody stakes after that, I'm sorry. I mean, we want to help. We're all to help in the community, but if the community tries to exploit the system, that we won't tolerate. Okay.
Who can I message to have my token staking?
I believe Croissant and Karim.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead and
Thank
DM Alan. Technically, we did announce that we were stopping staking prior to the snapshot. We were, we also stopped the chip race rewards prior to the snapshot so that we were, making sure that we got the most accurate numbers as possible for the snapshot. But if you were technically able to stake your tokens, we will get it figured out. We're not gonna.
No, I mean, like that. I mean, I told you I spoke with you yesterday. I just came back, and just like a few days ago, literally maybe early this week, before the announcement, before everything, before that message was pinned in the group, I bought some token because I said, all right, it's really cheap now. I'm gonna just buy here and gamble some money, hoping that one day, and I didn't even didn't check this message about to stake and anything. The option to stake was there, and I said, why not? Since I'm not, not hoping that the token was skyrocketed in a month. I did stake it for a month period, and yeah. I mean, if I have the option to stake it now, that would be just fine.
No, yeah, absolutely. You're spot on. We will go ahead and change that on the website to make it not an option anymore, or not, not open for new staking. It was really the point was just to make sure that we got an accurate number for the snapshot. But again, the snapshot's been taken. But yeah, as we move to V2, we want to make sure that everyone gets exactly what they're supposed to get. So and then some. We're trying to make sure that we take care of everybody. For somebody like you to come in and take one look at the project and say, this is awesome, I'm long term, I'm staking. We're going to make sure that you're okay, man. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I'll send you a message about my wallet details.
Okay, sounds good. We're also, we'll take care of everyone on our end as well. So we're going to do, we'll look through all of the staking information that we have in the database and all that kind of stuff. Even if you weren't going to send me a message, anyone that is staked, we are going to make sure that they're okay,
Yeah, there's quite a lot of coins at stake today still. So I assume there's a lot of people that have been, not been around for quite some time. So yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that.
That's why I said that even if some people they can understand, or they weren't active or missed the please unstake message, we will help them. But if people buy now and stake now, that's on them. That's all I'm saying, right? So
maybe should if it's possible, just an idea, maybe deactivate the staking website. I don't know if it's the same on the same one, or literally, deactivate the staking contract altogether.
We left it open so people can unstake.
All right.
Yeah, so that was the logic behind it. We will close it and we will start messaging everybody and helping everybody. Okay, moving on. Boom, 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 boom. What about tournaments? Are they going to happen in the same way as the last one, or they will be redesigned? They will be redesigned. So tournaments will actually have a different approach. Mostly, the main tournament will be Coin Racer Championship, which will be seasonal, and also we will have some special events, but these will be announced, and I believe each tournament will be unique in itself, right? Okay. Is the snapshot already happened? The token purchase after the snapshot will be swapped. Okay, so yeah, the snapshot already happened 2 weeks ago, and for people that bought after the snapshot was taken, they will be able to swap at 0.5. For the game modes, will it be a mode where more than 2 players can race at the same time, or just the regular PvP mode? Well, our aim is to have all modes with more than 2 players, right? So we aim at having 8 players constantly. This will make the game more dynamic, more fun to play. If we are still exploring this option, if there won't be enough players to fill a game, so let's say we have an 8-player race and we only have 4 players, so human players online, then we will add bots. But again, here I'm discussing with Hamza and the development team, and we need to see how this cannot be exploited, right? To look, well, basically what I said earlier, it's the case. So you will have various racing modes with 4 to 8 players, right? So the lowest will be 4 players, the biggest will be 8, and yeah, you will have various racing modes. Like I said, you will have, for example, football, which will be a 3 versus 3 based game. So you have 3 players on one team, 3 players on the other, and the aim is to score in the opposite team's goalie. Okay. Next. Any other questions? Okay. So guys, we have our mods ready to take your questions. Please let us know what comes to your mind. And like I said, we will share the recording of this AMA and also the slide decks in order to have everybody informed. And we will try to answer everybody's questions as they come. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Then I think we got everything answered for now. As Lov said, if anything comes up, just type us. Any problems with staking or chip raise, just, we're always available, so you can just hit us up anytime. But,
yeah, you can also, create Discord tickets, or in general, ask in Discord or Telegram. We are always here to, answer your questions.
Yep. And overall, we're moving in a better direction with a better vision, better team. So we're super excited about this whole journey, and we're happy that we have such an amazing community as well to, support us and be with us. So thank you all guys being here and supporting us.
Okay, guys. So yeah, what can I say? I'm very excited about this project. I usually commit myself to projects that have big potential, and I believe Crace is one of those projects. Very, very honored and humbled to be part of this team. So thank you again, guys, for taking me in, accepting me as I am. And yeah, let's get it on. So please start buying, prepare, and go swap. The more you buy, the better. There is a limit, however, I forgot about that, my bad. The seed phase will be limited to 10 million of a new token, right? So at some point we will close this seed phase. Okay, well, what can I say? Have a nice weekend, and we will keep you updated as we progress.
We still didn't distribute the prizes for the tournament participants.
Yeah, I do remember that as well.
I'm off because I need to help my sister with something. So yeah, but good luck, guys, with the prizes. What can I say? Have fun.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
So should I stream the wheel?
Do you have the
Yeah, sure.
Can you do that, Cream? I have trouble streaming personally.
Yeah,
I haven't
will
been
try.
able to work.
1 second. Can you guys see it?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so who do we start with? Or should we just spin it for the voice chat participants?
I guess we can spin. We're still recording, I guess, and I can write them down for the winners.
Okay, then do you have the list for the winners now?
One sec. So we have 100 spins for the winners. And I got it.
Essentially, what we were planning on doing is the top. Well, we were going to start with the top 10 and each get one spin for those wallets. However, we need to make sure that the grand prize is given out. So essentially what we're going to do is just keep on spinning until one person wins the grand prize. Then we're going to break it up into just groups of 10. And, just for speed, because if we're trying to spin this thing 100 times, we're going to be sitting here for a few hours. So just to keep things moving, we're going to break it up into groups of 10 after the grand prize is given out. So that, 10 people will then win whichever, the Malibu or whatever it lands on. I mean, it's a prize. And but for the speed of the AMA, we were thinking we would do it in groups of 10. But we need to make sure that we get that grand prize given out, and also the coin racer sneakers as well.
Should we start with top 10, guys?
Well, I essentially we need to get the grand prize out. So we could essentially we could all the way get to number 100, and 100 might win that grand prize. But we were just thinking that for let's see how it goes. Just keep on spinning until we give out that grand prize, basically.
100 is not that much. We can fast spin it, and I can just track it down. We can go just spin non-stop.
Okay, go. Whatever you guys want to do.
I like a rim. Spin the wheel.
Okay, so who's the first?
Our first prize winner, is that going to be Hope or Hidden? They're usually our number one racers here.
Yeah. Who's the winner for the tournament?
Number 1 is Hope. I have confirmed.
Okay.
Hope, what is Hope going to get? This is exciting. It's still going. This thing kind of spins for a while, huh? How do you stop it?
Damn, yeah.
Or how does it stop? Does it stop on its own? What is happening?
Okay, Hope won a black ace.
Yeah, congrats, Hope. That was really interesting. The wheel, it was going and. All right, so Hope gets a black ace. I see you here in the chat, Hope. Yay.
Congratulations. We can go for the second place now.
Yeah. Can you fast somehow?
Second place is for L Pent username. I'm not sure who he is.
Ooh, he got the lucky bus.
Awesome.
Lucky.
Nice.
Lucky.
Was Hidden?
Yeah, I think second place is Hidden.
Let's go next one.
Very good.
Oh, third place is a collie coin.
Okay. I will go through them faster because we have 100 spin.
Yeah.
I'm writing them down, so don't worry.
Okay, another telecon.
Yeah.
The wheel is rigged. That was very close.
Whoa, awesome.
That was very close to the grand prize. Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Just skipped it by few inches.
Lambo is good too.
Guys, where are we at? At, I guess, 8?
Yeah, how many spins so far?
Yeah, that's I was asking.
7.
7. Okay.
Okay.
This would be 8th one.
Yes.
I guess. Oh, nice. Really
Okay,
good.
we have one more tester to add to the team.
Nice. Our car. I guess we are past top 10 now, guys.
Are we?
Yeah, just go ahead and keep spinning the wheel until we get that grand prize winner.
So are we going
And also we have to
go
give out the
with
sneakers.
so are we? Oh yeah. Another V1,
We
V2 tester.
We just need to, kind of spin the wheel 100 times.
Yeah, or get that grand prize.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 testers at a row.
Okay.
Oh, unlucky.
One question.
Looks like the entire community is going to test.
Yeah, I think so.
GT, nice.
Overcast. Right. Multi-pass. That's new one. Good.
Okay, can you guys explain what the multi-pass is?
It's like a tournament pass.
So basically, it would mean in upcoming tournament, the winner would get the pass for the tournament.
For our upcoming tournament.
Yeah, we can argue about it for how many tournaments, but essentially for the latest upcoming tournament.
Okay. Colorado. Finally!
Oh, who is the lucky guy, man?
Who won the grand prize?
Yeah. What was the spin number?
19th place. Who do you have the wallets?
19. Just a second. On the 19th place, it's a username Zale with deck.core@gmail.com. That's his ID. Whoever that is,
Congrats, man.
congratulations to him.
Yep.
Yeah, congrats. That wouldn't happen to be our Jack Kovar from the chat, would it? I see him here in the VC. I hope that was you, man.
So
all right, well, we got our grand prize winner. We do also have to give out the CoinRacer sneakers, though. We put a special pair on here from the Future Clicks collection. They're going to make you guys a pair of CoinRacer sneakers. So we might actually want to just keep doing single spins until we hit that as well. I mean, we can keep going singles to 100 if you guys want to, but it was just idea.
Yeah, I can. I think we are already down to 80 remains, and if we can go swiftly, we can go all 100.
Yeah, this is going way faster than I thought it would.
Yeah,
to be fair.
Yeah. So yeah, Kareem, just
let's do it.
Do the rest of the area as well.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, I forgot to remove the grand prize.
Yeah, remove the grand prize in the next one too.
Yeah. We have another multi-pass winner.
Awesome.
Nightcrawler, nice.
Blacklist. Oh, nice. Maybe.
Am I going too fast? Are you guys keeping up?
Okay.
This means the background music.
Can someone review stream some music then?
I can't. I'm from phone and then.
Just a second. I can put in something.
Humza put a party on.
Hey.
DJ Humza. Humza Guetta.
Humza, play Pump It Up.
Okay, just a second.
Or what was that song from Fast and Furious?
Every Saturday night.
Okay, let's go.
If it's high, I can maybe go lower.
No,
That's nice.
it was perfect.
What radio on?
Oh, Mutant Lamp for the first time.
Mutant Lambo, awesome. That's for the first time.
All right,
coin
got the
rush
sneakers.
Sneakers, awesome. Awesome. What was the spin number?
Not the sneakers, but sneakers, but still.
Oh, I changed that. I real. I guess you guys grabbed the other one.
No problem. Guys, what was the spin number?
It was.
I think 31.
31. Nice.
31?
Tracking. Very much tracking.
Yeah.
31, yeah.
Okay, 31 is... I don't know how to pronounce this. Pyro Guzi? I'm not sure.
Mario. By the way, should I take out the sneakers?
Yeah, you can edit.
Yeah, someone already won it.
Yeah, you can remove grand prize and sneakers.
I don't think it's possible to do from here. So if it land on them again,
We can respin. Maybe.
sorry. Yeah, I will just remove it.
Okay, one song is over. Time for the next song.
Yes. We have Lil Hamza on the studio.
We hit the grand prize again. Remove it this time, and spin for the same number again.
Yeah. Which number was it?
I guess it was 43.
Yeah.
Yeah, 43.
Okay. Black ace.
We are almost halfway through to the giving out rewards.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Oh, awesome.
Damn, again.
Wow, 2 in a row.
Okay.
Oh, once again, number
It
46.
doesn't count. Okay. The wheel
No.
is clear now, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't count. We have to, respin it for number 46. And
Black ace.
they won black ace.
Bom crasher.
Bad luck. Nice. Negative. Thanks, Monty Man, for shooting up the track. Okay, time for a new song.
I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away.
Reroll.
Talking to the moon right now. Looking through the window in my room, there's not much time left to say. And I don't have a straight to fight. I feel good inside like I've been buried in the grave. And you set my soul alive. You stepped away. Oh, here's to you. I down a couple more to drown the pain. No, I'm not alright. I'm not gonna lie. I give up my life. I have you in my life. If in another life, it's just you and I never stopped loving you.
The prizes will be sent after we finish the spinning, and we will announce it. So if you could let him know. Toxic fuel for the first time. Someone is getting two of them.
Karim, where are we at? At which number? 36?
I don't know. Mark, are you still?
I
55?
hope I haven't missed. That will be 65.
Okay, 65.
65.
This one for 66.
Mm-hmm.
Another toxic fuel.
Yes, this one is 67.
So,
I know, but it's 66. 65 was not rolled yet when I installed yours.
oh, so this one is 66.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that will be 67 now.
No, 67. Okay.
Hello,
Hello.
good luck.
Thank you. 68.
Okay. Just few remains.
For the lucky 69.
It's going to be lucky one. And he
Not so
will
lucky.
be again resuscitated. Not much luck though.
Reroll. Try for 70.
Just 30 more. Then all the prizes are done.
I think the leaderboard is still available on the game, right?
Yeah,
So
anyone can check.
yeah, you guys can check it out in the game. Michael, don't worry. We will announce the winners later when we send the reward.
Yes, definitely.
She's on fire. I don't wanna waste your time. You know I don't wanna waste my time. You I'll make you feel alive. Baby, no one can get you out of my mind. You see the killer in the scenes of my nightmares. Shorty want a king, I'll be right here. Probably set her on a screen. She be thinking she a queen, trying to figure what it means for a life here. Voice stuck in my head, smell is still stuck in my bed. Tripping on things that you said, could wake up the dead. Shit, I don't wanna wait one another. I'm scared thinking that I found my lover. All traits still haunt my dreams. 25 years of my life, it seems. You have hold took a whole lot of life from me. Internally, I swear it's ice cold for me. Seem to get her out my head. She be right there. She's on fire. She stole my soul. She's in my head like a nightmare. Shut up every clue I can find her. Never been a clue, cause I like her. You know I didn't care. She's on fire. You are my night, she's in my head like a nightmare. Shut up every clue I can find her. Never been a fool, cause I like her. You know I didn't care. She's on fire. I don't wanna waste your time. You know I don't wanna waste my time.
Okay, plus 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never get sleep. Running by the same John Street. Running from my head all week. You got
They got back withdrawal. I'm the critic, I hate withdrawal. I got a list of problems, okay. I heard soul man say yes, hell devil. Cut it all like drink chicken, her whole life go great. Big mess, still see her, and nightmares can't get dressed. My head like a nightmare. Shut on every clue I can find her. Never been a fool, cause I like her. You know, she's on fire.
I think I'm in the top 100. I wonder what I got. Well, I'm probably going to be a V2 tester.
Yeah.
Alright, last two or four, I guess.
Last two after that one.
Okay, last two.
Nightcrawler. Last one. Let's see what it gets.
No, two more on my list.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Two more.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is the last one.
Now the last one.
Will you pass?
Nice. Alright. Congrats to all the winners.
Oh, boom. Awesome. Congratulations, everybody who won. Especially the number 31. Oh, sorry, 19.
Oh yeah, 19 won the grand prize.
Yeah.
By the way, everyone is going to get toxic fuel. So these prizes are on top of the toxic fuel. So congratulations, everyone. Thank you for participating. And I guess this is the end of the AMA too, right?
Yeah, let's wrap it up here on a good note with all the prizes.
Yeah, thank you everyone for participating. AMA is recorded. We will share it as soon as possible, and we will announce the list of winners as well. So if you didn't catch all the spins, you will find out what you got soon. So thank you everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.
Thanks so much, guys.
Bye. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. For now.